And in the last hour or two, Inspector General of Police Joseph Boinnet had said that Mombasa Governor Hassan Joho and MPs Abdulswamad, Shariff, Nassir and Rashid Bedzimba had not been arrested. Boinnet said that the leaders went to the urban police station in Mombasa to demand for the release of a suspect. Well, we understand that the governor spoke just a few moments ago, and shortly we will be hearing what he had to say about this detainment, which the Inspector General, of course, has said it was not a detainment and he was not under arrest. We'll be getting to hear exactly what he had to say there. But earlier on, actually, let's just cross over to my colleague, Francis Ontomwa, who's in Mombasa. Francis, thank you so much for joining us. So talk to us about what the governor has just said in the last few minutes.
Well, Betty, finally the dust settles here at outside the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, Mombasa. And moments ago, Joho has actually been released with a host of other members of parliament who had been held actually in the Directorate of Criminal Investigations. Joho basically alluded, or rather painted the picture of what what he calls an arrest actually transpired in the Directorate of Criminal Investigations. He says that during that particular time, they were actually and he described the situation as being quite sorry. And what he says is actually refuted what the IG Boinnet had actually said, that this was not an arrest. According to him, it was an arrest, and finally he's out. And he has said that he's happy that he's out, and he'll not be cowed in the push to try and give out a voice on the other voice, that is the alternative voice that he has been giving all this while. So right now, Joe is out with a host of other members of Parliament and members of County Assembly who had actually been held here at the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, Betty.
All right, so maybe you can just give us the genesis of this, how this began to the point that he was detained.
Well, this, of course, began building up today afternoon. Joho came to the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, allegedly to release a friend who had been held here. The name we are getting is Ibrahim Kakhtar. That is the brother, a friend actually, who had been held here at the Directorate of Criminal Investigations. And why he was arrested, reports say that he was actually, there were reports that he is connected to the outlawed, or rather the outlawed group Al-Shabaab, and that is why they had come here. And basically, Joho was arrested, according to what we are getting, was arrested on grounds that he was interfering with investigations that were going on here at the CID offices. He was arrested, not just him, but also Kisauni Member of Parliament Rashid Bedzimba, and also Abdulswamad, Shariff, Nassir, the Member of Parliament from Vita, with a host of other MCAs from Lamu and Mombasa. The crowd has been chanting here songs of solidarity, of course, trying to ask for the release of Joho. And now things have calmed down, and what you can see right now is a tight security presence here outside the Directorate of Criminal Investigation. The police are not allowing anyone to stay outside here except perhaps the media. And right now things are coming down here, and actually things have died down, and the sort of atmosphere that was building outside the CID offices has actually died down.
All right, and so what happens to his friend, like you mentioned? Is he still in detention? Is he still arrested? What's the situation with that?
Well, the fate of Ibrahim, the man who was arrested earlier on, and the man who Joe had come to release, is not quite clear. We don't have quite clear reports whether he's out or he's still in, and those are the reports that we are getting right now. And of course, things building up here. If things, as you can see, just beside me, there is a press briefing right now going on. Police want to actually explain what has been transpiring on, and I'd say it is an interview that we will be, of course, capturing it for you and to relay it to you, so that we're able to actually give the side of the police, so that they're able to actually relay what they have.
Francis Ontomwa for the details there. Now, my colleague Zubaida Komes spoke earlier on to Eric Kiraithe. Let's just listen into what the conversation they had, and of course what he had to say about these claims made by Joho's lawyer.
It is shrouded in mystery. Even the decisions to arrest and put into custody the people in there, the decision to deny them bail, is shrouded in mystery. Because we were there together when the police officer came and said we've been given orders from above that you are to be arrested and to be denied bail. And when we inquired who is the source of this, or who is this orders from above, who is the person above giving these orders, there is mute silence. So we do not know anything. I cannot speculate.
Tumesikia wale wakili wa Joho pale katika kituo cha polisi wa upelelezi wakisema kwamba amri ya kukamatwa kwa Joho na wale wengine imetoka juu. Imetoka juu kwa nani?
Zubeida, mimi sijaongea na huyo wakili na hakuna amri ya kushika mtu yeyote. Anashikwa kwa sababu kuna sheria ambayo anaivunja. Yeye mwenyewe ndiye anasababisha kule kushikwa. Wewe mwenyewe katika kuhusika kwako kwa vitendo, pengine unatakikana ufafanue kitu. Hilo ni jambo ambalo linafanyika kila wakati.
All right, so that was earlier my colleague Zubeida Kome was speaking to government spokesperson Eric Hiraithe.